Netflix is going after Discord over leaks? It's time for the latest news out of Japan. Over the years, several major anime episodes and manga chapters have leaked on social media. Some accounts even gained fame by leaking anime and manga on Twitter, Discord, and 4chan. As you can probably guess, it harms the companies that own these projects. Let's not forget the massive Pokemon info revealed in the Giga Leak a while back, which is very damaging for Game Freak. This year, some companies began cracking down on pages leaking content, especially on Twitter. Toho and Aniplex even sent a subpoena demanding that the platform release the account's information to punish them. Twitter complied, and the case died down for a while. But then, a leaker on Discord took things to the next level. In August, a lot of content was leaked from not just any distribution company, but the world's most prominent streaming platform, Netflix. And it wasn't only them. The person behind the leaks goes by the name Jace Johnson, or @JaceJohn on Discord. They are accused of sharing unreleased content. This includes episodes of Ranma 1/2, Dan Da Dan, and the anime film Mononoke Karakasa. These leaks occurred before Netflix released the shows, ruining its schedule. The leaks didn't stop with anime. Johnson also released content from Netflix hit shows like Arcane Season 2, Heartstopper Season 3, Plankton, the movie, and others. One of the most damaging leaks involved a still image from the highly awaited second season of Squid Game. Johnson even referred to their actions as the worst leak in streaming history. The leaked content, which was shared on platforms like 4chan and other piracy sites, came in the form of low-quality videos, which often came with watermarks, timestamps, and other markings. These details suggest the material came from production partners responsible for dubbing and localization services. Now, if you're wondering whether the culprit did this by accident or showed any remorse or good intentions for their actions, they made it very clear that they were proud of their actions after finally stepping into the light. In a September interview on Telegram, someone claiming to be Jace Johnson admitted to being behind the leaks. They said they got the content from a friend working at Ayuno, a California-based dubbing company. Despite all the backlash and ensuing chaos, Johnson showed no regret and even said they were planning another massive leak. This confession has raised alarms in the industry, as it shows how easily sensitive content can be leaked. Johnson's actions have created a big challenge for Netflix and other affected companies, forcing them to take strong legal action. Netflix eventually acknowledged the breach and promised to take serious steps to fix the problem. In a statement, the company said, "One of our post-production partners has been compromised, and footage from several of our titles has unfortunately leaked online. Our team is aggressively taking action to have it taken down." Ayuno, the production partner involved in the breach, also issued a statement saying they were investigating the issue and were committed to protecting their clients' content. The company stressed that security is their top priority and promised to take steps to prevent future breaches. The leak didn't only affect Netflix. Other companies, such as Crunchyroll, which holds distribution rights for some of the affected anime titles, such as Re:Zero, also had to deal with the fallout. Normally, when content gets leaked on the internet, fans wholeheartedly consume the content and either react in wild ways to the leaked content or clown on these companies affected. But in this case, they seem to understand the weight of the situation, especially in regards to how big Netflix is. As a fan said, "I honestly agree they should take legal action against people who is trying to spoil the news and leak things. It's great Netflix is doing something good." Others wondered what Johnson's intentions were, whether it was to see the world burn, while some started suggesting brutal punishments for them, such as life imprisonment. This event was particularly damaging for Netflix, as it would not only cause a lot of revenue loss from many fans not watching the main release of these shows anymore, but also the post-production partners involved may not want to work with them anymore in fear of another potential leak. What makes matters worse is that even other post-production companies wouldn't want to release their products on these affected companies as well. The situation shows how much damage leaks can cause across the entertainment industry, so Netflix definitely was not going to take this lying down. The Anime News Network has confirmed that the Northern District of California Court recently issued a subpoena directing Discord to provide information that could identify users allegedly involved in leaks leaking Netflix content. These leaks include episodes of anime series, anime films, and other animated and live-action projects. Netflix filed this legal request on November 15th, specifically focusing on a leaked and copyrighted image from the second season of Squid Game. This is all an attempt to find and punish the culprit of this massive leak, and since Jace's true identity has not been discovered yet, the subpoena could help authorities finally track them down. In a related matter, The Verge reported in October that South Korean publisher Nexon had also issued a subpoena to Discord on October 11th. Nexon accused Discord of failing to comply with several Digital Millennium Copyright Act notices. These notices requested that Discord reveal user information about those allegedly infringing on Nexon's intellectual property rights. Nexon argued that Discord's refusal to provide the requested details hindered efforts to address violations of copyright law. This means that Discord is currently contesting both the Netflix and Nexon subpoenas in court. In its defense, the platform has emphasized its commitment to following legal obligations while protecting user privacy. Discord's legal team has argued that the platform should not be used as a tool for copyright enforcement, asserting that the subpoenas are burdensome and potentially overreach their intended scope. The news of the Netflix subpoena actually brought joy to many fans, especially because they're in support of this Jace Johnson being brought to justice. It's Jover were words echoed on the internet as many anticipate the fall of this leaker as well as many others on social platforms. This event could actually bring an end to leak culture on the internet because until now, Discord was the most commonly used platform for leaking content before such content gets distributed through Twitter and other platforms. So, if Discord leakers are legally fished out and punished, it'll make the space a lot less safe for leaking and hence, winter will come for content leakers. Some fans are actually scared that this could mean a lack of privacy for regular users in the years to come. It doesn't come as a shock, but a couple of fans are actually blaming the affected companies instead of the leaker. As a fan said, "I think the leaks would never happen if they had a strong security system, but these companies like Netflix rather blame other people than their own stupidity because it's going to happen again until they actually wake up and fix their vulnerabilities." Netflix actually has haters who are just happy about the fact that Netflix is losing credibility due to this leak, and one of them said, "I'm happy this happened because this could mean that the trust and faith with Netflix and any other Western corporation will be all but destroyed or on the path to that. We can finally return to the normalcy at some point." It's understandable that anime fans would have issues with Western companies handling Japanese content, considering what's happening with card companies trying to force censorship on Japanese media. This is an entirely different scenario because even Japanese companies have leakers as well. But it's reached the point that fans are even calling for Netflix to be banned from streaming anime. Hilariously, some are hoping for even more content to be leaked soon, such as the trailer of the One Piece anime remake. Many other fans are already looking into the future of this predicament as they debate over how serious Jace Jordan's punishment would be. Some think that the culprits wouldn't go to prison, but rather be made to pay Netflix and the companies for the rest of their lives. Others are doubtful that they'd even be caught or dealt with in the first place. Regardless of how things play out, we can only hope that this doesn't turn into something bad for us, viewers, and the companies in charge of these productions. In other news, Oshinoko's ending was terrible?